She said, "Go make a sandwich." And instead of clapping back, Mary Kay grabbed a microphone. And what she said next, nobody saw coming.
Check out Mary Kay's response to Shilo calling her out for hating on his brother.
Somebody responded to your report, said, "Go make a sandwich, Mary." And it would appear it's Shilo Sanders, and it's a verified account, so that would be the brother of Shedeur Sanders. I have it up in front of me. How do you respond to a family member taking issue with your report and throwing out insults like that?
Well, let me just say about that I really do believe that I have been an inspiration for lots of women and young girls to know that you can go out there and do a good job in a man's world and, take on all of that comes with that. And I know that there are so many women who have joined the football world, especially because of some of the things that I've been able to do over the years, and I'm happy about that. And I know that will continue. Now we've got women in flag football, playing flag football all over the place, and I'm just happy that I have been able to help set the tone and open some doors in that way, and I know that will continue, and that's just how I feel about that.
It's so funny to me how she's acting like she is a revolutionary in the sports world. Nobody gives a damn about her outside of Cleveland. Two is literally the only reason the Browns are relevant. If he gets traded, none of these Cleveland sports shows would get any more views. They started getting attention when Two came to town. Now they act like they are real sports figures. I built my own platform and have more views than all of their channels combined. Let me know how you feel in the comments and leave our QB some love and motivation.
You want to go talk about this and that in minicamp, they don't even have all the receivers. How you gonna say, oh, this is what I think is gonna happen? We don't care what you think is gonna happen. Let Shedeur go practice. He don't need to be going on Instagram and Twitter and stuff and always seeing you just badmouth them. That's what I got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? If it's reporting, it's reporting. You have facts, you have news, but when it comes to your opinion, you've been saying crazy things for the past.
This isn't just about a reporter and a tweet. This is about Shedeur Sanders, his legacy, his future, his name. The son of Dillon Sanders, the greatest cornerback who ever lived, is now standing in the middle of a war he didn't start, and the entire NFL world is watching to see if he'll survive it. If you're new here, welcome. We talk real football, real stories, real stakes. Hit that subscribe button right now, because what I'm about to break down is going to change how you see Shedeur Sanders forever.
Mary Kay Cabot is a very well thought of NFL reporter in Cleveland, and she put a report out yesterday. Deshaun Watson right now is viewed as QB1 over Shedeur Sanders, period, stop. She then decides to editorialize the fact that Deshaun right now is number one in the depth chart by saying, let the first team offense start to cook now and just name him your starting quarterback week one. Shilo Sanders, he comes out and says to Mary Kay Cabot, go make a sandwich. That makes it harder for your brother.
Yes.
That's all that does.
Yes.
It's also going to be viewed as sexist. If I'm Shedeur, I'm like, dude, I love you, you're my brother, but you're not making things any easier for me. Please don't do that again. Yeah. And if I'm Dillon, son, what are you thinking? Like, you got to know better. Like, the Sanders grew up under a media spotlight. They know that there's a segment of this population, a lot of them in the press, that do not like them because their last name is Sanders. Yep. That's a fact. Why would you give those people, the oxygen to attack the entire family again? It's just stupid, Shilo. Mary Kay Cabot is just totally out of line and out of whack, suggesting that Shedeur Sanders should not be given the opportunity to compete for the job and outduel Deshaun Watson, because at the end of the day, what has Deshaun Watson done as a Brown where he deserves the week one starter nod today? The answer, nothing.
And he even had forward.
This is what I've been waiting to say all day, bro. And this is to Mary Kay. If you're gonna be a reporter and report facts. Whenever you have your opinion, and your opinion is always something hateful to Shedeur, then it makes it seem like it's something weird, like it's an agenda that you have going on. And there's plenty of women in this field that take this serious and take reporting football serious and actually do homework.
Let's rewind. It's early May 2025. Voluntary minicamp is underway in Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders, 5th overall pick, the most talked about quarterback in the entire draft class. Dion's son, Colorado's legend, a man who walked into the NFL carrying the weight of a dynasty on his back. He's competing against Deshaun Watson, a 3-time Pro Bowler, a man who started 72 NFL games, and Mary Kay Cabot, veteran Browns reporter, 92.3 The Fan, drops a report. Watson's ahead, Shedeur's behind. Just like that, the internet explodes. Now here's where it gets real. Shilo Sanders, Shedeur's brother, wasn't having it. First, a comment on a podcast. Mary Kay need to go make sandwiches. That lit the match. But then Shilo went live, and he went in. If you're going to be a reporter, report facts. Your opinion is always something hateful towards Shedeur. Don't make women look bad in this field when you don't want to do the homework. 15 seconds of silence, and then Twitter went nuclear. Here's what everybody missed in that moment. Shilo wasn't just defending his brother, he was saying what every Shedeur Sanders supporter had been feeling for months, that the criticism wasn't analysis, it was a narrative, that certain reporters weren't reporting the news.
So everybody's waiting. What does Mary Kay say? Does she apologize? Does she double down? Does she come out swinging? She goes on 92.3 The Fan, and she takes the high road. She talks about being an inspiration to women, to young girls, about building doors where there were walls. She talks about a 25-year cooking slump, and somehow she makes it work. Her co-host even calls it, "Wow, Mary Kay taking the high road. Absolutely terrific answer." Standing ovation from her side of the room. But here's the thing, and this is what nobody's talking about. She never directly addressed the substance. She didn't say, "I was wrong about Shedeur." She didn't say, "Maybe I was too harsh." She pivoted, gracefully, but she pivoted. Let's be real for a second. Was Shilo wrong for saying what he said? Yeah, the sandwich comment, dead wrong. Can't defend that. But was he wrong about the substance? Think about it. Shedeur Sanders came into minicamp with no full receiver core. Practice squad guys, rookies learning the playbook, a brand new offense with new terminology. And Mary Kay watched 3 days of voluntary minicamp and declared Watson ahead? 3 days? No pads? Half a roster? Now Mary Kay made a point herself. They only have 13 quality practices. 13? And she's already writing the story of who won and who lost? The co-host even agreed with her football logic, but the timeline of her conclusions, that's where this gets murky. Here's what people forget. Shedeur Sanders didn't just enter the NFL draft, he fell through it. Teams passed on him over and over. Pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4. And the whole world was watching. Every camera, every microphone, every take maker with a timeline. His father, Dillon Sanders, sat there, stone-faced, but you could see it. This wasn't just a draft, this was a public humiliation for a family that had done nothing but work. And when Cleveland finally took him at 5, it should have been a fresh start. Instead, the takes didn't stop, the doubt didn't stop, the narrative didn't stop. He's not ready, Watson's ahead, he's got too much to prove. And now his own brother can't even defend him without getting dragged through the mud. But here's what the doubters keep sleeping on. Shedeur Sanders is 23 years old. Watson, Pro Bowler, yeah, but Watson hasn't won anything in Cleveland. Not one playoff game in a Browns uniform. Shedeur? He threw for over 4,000 yards at Colorado, in the Big 12, with a target on his back every single week. He took hits, he got back up, he threw touchdowns when it mattered, and he did it with his father watching, which is either the biggest pressure in the world or the greatest motivation, maybe both. Here's what this moment really means for Shedeur Sanders. Every great NFL quarterback has a story, a moment where the world counted them out. Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. Lamar Jackson was told he should play receiver.
Josh Allen's accuracy was torn apart by every analyst in the league. And now Shedeur Sanders is in the middle of his story. His chapter of doubt, his chapter of noise, his chapter of reporters declaring him behind before training camp even starts. And how he responds to this? Not his brother, not his father, but him on that practice field with that football. That's what will define the next 5 years. The best revenge is always the tape. Not Twitter, not Twitch, not radio shows. The tape. Mary Kay Cabot took the high road. Shilo Sanders said what needed to be said. The internet had its moment. But when the cameras go off, when 92.3 The Fan goes to commercial, when the Twitch stream ends, there's a 23-year-old quarterback in a Cleveland Browns facility putting in the reps. Quiet, focused, unbothered. Because Shedeur Sanders has been told his whole life that he doesn't belong. And his whole life, he's responded the same way. By playing football. And I think Cleveland is about to find out exactly what that looks like. So here's what I want you to think about. If Shedeur Sanders starts week 1 in the Cleveland Browns and goes on to have a historic rookie season, will the people who doubted him ever actually admit they were wrong? Or will they find a new reason to push him down? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Keep them bells on. Shake the damn haters off. We out.